Welcome, dear grandchildren, to this place where we can share life's lessons. It's always a pleasure to see you as we gather to learn, grow, and reflect on all the wisdom life has to offer. With much love, I invite you to share this video. YouTube's algorithms no longer recommend our videos as frequently as they used to. We need your help more than ever to ensure our messages reach as many people as possible. Your participation is essential to spreading these important conversations. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. This will keep you informed and allow you to participate in every discussion. Relax, we're going to tackle a sensitive and important topic. We'll discuss what to do if the penis doesn't harden during intimate moments. This subject can make many people uncomfortable or lose confidence, but it should be approached with patience and compassion. I've learned many things in my life, not just about the body, but also about relationships and intimacy. This becomes even more true as the years go by. Every man reaches an age where, regardless of the passion or intensity of his desire, his body no longer responds the same way it used to. This is a harsh reality for many men. It's not uncommon for the natural and firm erection that was once so easy to begin to decline. This can lead to feelings of confusion and insecurity. It's easy to become discouraged. After all, intimacy and self-esteem have always been closely linked. But I'd like to share something important with you that no one else has ever shared. This is a completely normal change. Just as your hair turns gray with age and your joints start to ache, the same happens to your penis. It's not an indication of a lack of masculinity or a sign that you're a failure. These changes are nothing to be ashamed of. They are part of aging. Your body evolves over time, just like your sexual health. This doesn't make intimacy any less satisfying or meaningful. Instead, it opens up new possibilities for connection with your partner and deepening your relationship. Let go of the tension. This is the first and most crucial step to take in this intimate situation. The anxiety that comes with feeling the need to perform is what kills any connection and relief. We forget that intimacy is not a performance to be judged. It's an opportunity to share love, vulnerability, and to connect deeply with someone. If you focus on a specific outcome, such as an erection, it can distract you from intimacy and the joy of the moment. The body and mind are closely linked. Studies show that anxiety related to sexual performance is one of the main obstacles to achieving and maintaining an erection. The more a man feels pressured or afraid of not pleasing his partner, the more the mind sends signals to the body that interfere with the natural process of arousal. The fear of failure creates tension and makes it harder to feel pleasure or intimacy. My first and most important piece of advice is not to rush. Take a step back and accept that intimacy is not limited to penetration or a specific outcome. Even if your physical reaction is no longer what it used to be, there are many ways to appreciate each other and enjoy each other's company. Even sensual massages, prolonged kisses, and gentle caresses can help foster emotional and physical intimacy between partners. This kind of tenderness allows you to get closer without feeling the need to perform. Instead of trying to achieve an erection or be intimate, you should focus on sharing the experience. The bond between you and your partner can grow in these moments. You might discover new pleasures and affections you never considered before. After all, true intimacy is not defined by a physical act. It's about the love, closeness, and respect you both share. Mario, an old friend who has been married for over 30 years, once told me a story. Mario shared that he initially felt ashamed when his penis no longer had the same firmness as before. His wife, with all the wisdom that only time can bring, said something that changed everything. "Our love is not measured by this, Mario. It's just a small part of who we are. We can find other things to bring us closer." And they did. Both learned to enjoy other pleasures without the pressure of their youth. Their relationship grew even stronger. There are many treatments for those who want to learn more about medical options. Some men may benefit from medications like sildenafil, also known as Viagra. It's important to consult a doctor before trying these treatments. Erectile dysfunction may have an underlying cause. It could be diabetes, hypertension, or heart problems. Medical studies can determine if erectile dysfunction is a sign that something else needs to be treated. Psychological therapies can also be helpful alongside medications. A sex specialist can help couples understand how to deal with change without feeling incomplete or guilty. I remember a time in my life when my husband, rest his soul, had difficulty maintaining an erection. At first, we both felt confused. It was a surprise for us because we had a long, intimate relationship. However, we learned that true intimacy does not depend solely on physical function, but also on the connection between two souls. As we age, we realize that the quality of time spent together is more important than the frequency. Don't view this as an insurmountable obstacle. See it as an opportunity to reinvent your relationship and explore new ways of being together. It's true that sex is a way to express love and closeness, but it's not the only way. A deep conversation, a night of laughter, or even just holding each other in silence can sometimes be more intimate than a physical act itself. A second piece of advice I'd like to share with you is to focus on maintaining a healthy lifestyle rather than just concentrating on your erection. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, and reducing alcohol and tobacco consumption are all factors that can improve sexual health. Don't forget the heart, which is essential for good blood circulation and healthy erections. Exercises known as pelvic floor training can also help strengthen the muscles responsible for erections. Kegel exercises are not just for women. They can be beneficial for men as well. Life teaches us to accept that change is inevitable. What matters most, however, is how we respond to it. If the penis doesn't harden, intimacy and pleasure are not over. It's a new phase that can be approached with patience, love, and understanding. The evolution of intimacy dynamics with age. Many of us will notice changes in our bodies as we get older, which can affect our relationships and intimacy. For men, the decline in erectile function is one of the most delicate issues they face. This situation can cause confusion, insecurity, and shame for many men because society emphasizes physical performance in intimate relationships. It's important to understand that these changes are part of the natural aging process and should not define your sense of love or intimacy. Understanding biological changes, sexual health is one of the main changes men experience as they age. Like other parts of the body, the penis also undergoes changes due to decreased blood circulation, testosterone levels, and other factors. Erectile issues become more common with age, but they don't happen overnight. Men's ability to maintain an erection can decrease over time due to various factors. Biologically, the decline in erectile function can be attributed to several factors. Over time, blood flow to the penis decreases. This is often due to atherosclerosis or other cardiovascular conditions. Reduced testosterone can also be a factor, as testosterone is essential for sexual arousal and erectile function. Diabetes, hypertension, and obesity can exacerbate this problem, making it harder for men to achieve erections like they did in their youth. These changes are not irreversible. The decline in erectile function is part of aging, just like graying hair or stiffer joints. Remember that a decline in erectile function does not mean a person is less valuable and does not invalidate the love they have for their partner. Emotional impact. Erectile dysfunction can have a profound emotional impact. The ability to perform sexually is closely linked to self-esteem, masculinity, and the feeling of being a man. If they encounter difficulties in this area, they may feel a sense of failure and frustration. This can even lead to depression. Emotional tension can be exacerbated by societal expectations, which place excessive importance on performance in intimate relationships. The pressure to perform sexually can increase anxiety, which can worsen the problem it is supposed to solve. Psychological studies show that anxiety related to sexual performance can be a barrier to arousal. When a man is anxious about pleasing his partner, his brain sends signals that inhibit sexual responses. This results in a vicious cycle where the more a man worries about his performance, the harder it becomes to achieve an erection. It's important to approach the problem with an attitude of acceptance, relaxation, and open communication. It's important to remember that intimacy is not just about performance. It should also be about love, connection, and trust. By freeing themselves from the pressure to perform, both partners can explore intimacy in new ways. This leads to a more fulfilling relationship. Alternatives to traditional sexual activities. It's important to redefine intimacy and pleasure as the body changes. Physical closeness is not limited to sexual intimacy. As we age, touch, communication, emotional connection, and physical proximity become more important. Couples can appreciate the intimacy that comes from holding hands, kissing, and cuddling. Massages, Long conversations and shared laughter with others can be just as intimate, if not more so, than traditional sexual activities. Mario, an elderly man, told me how he and his wife, after many years of marriage, adapted to the changes in his sexual function. His wife assured him that love was not defined by his physical performance. Together, they found new ways to appreciate each other and grow closer without focusing on erectile dysfunction. By learning to adapt and create a relationship based on deeper intimacy than just physical intimacy, their bond grew even stronger. Seek medical help. Although some degree of erectile dysfunction is a normal part of aging, it's essential to treat any underlying medical condition that may contribute to the problem. Diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and diabetes can all exacerbate erection problems. Treating these conditions can improve sexual health. Consulting a doctor will help determine if changes in your erectile function are part of aging or a sign of illness. There are also medical treatments, including medications such as Viagra, sildenafil, or Cialis. These medications can restore erectile function in some men. These medications should only be taken after consulting a doctor to ensure there are no contraindications. Psychological counseling is one of the available therapeutic options. Couples can benefit from therapy to address the emotional and mental components of sexual dysfunction. A sex specialist can help couples and individuals adapt to changes in intimacy. They will also guide them through the emotional landscape without guilt or shame. Health and lifestyle choices. The importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle in addition to medical interventions is essential for improving sexual health. Exercise, stress management, and a healthy diet can all positively impact the erectile system. The cardiovascular system, for example, is crucial for sexual performance, as good blood circulation is necessary for erections. Regular physical exercise improves blood circulation, and foods that promote heart health can have a significant impact. Sexual health can be improved by lifestyle changes such as quitting smoking and reducing alcohol consumption. Alcohol and tobacco can both impair blood circulation, affecting sexual performance. Kegel exercises and other exercises that strengthen the pelvic floor muscles are not just for women. These exercises can also be beneficial for men as they improve erection control.